Okay, Shon seems finally figured out that I am Zach Mackey. Hi Shon. What I'm going to do is I've opened up all the comments and the conversations between me and him on his YouTube channel, and I'm just going to scroll down slowly, and you can pause it as and when you need to read it, because I don't want to make this a super long video. I'm just going to go through it so you can see everything that's said, and I want you to carefully look at how Shon talks to me tonight, and look very carefully near the bottom. I'll point it out where I start talking about him masturbating online, then he starts talking about how he knew it was me all along, and then I'll get on to the bit that we're referring to. So I'm just going to scroll down it now for y'all to see, and you can share, just pause it as and when you feel you need to. I am most of the people on here. Happy Snout Hour is Shon. I'm Chrissy Sweeney. Although Shon constantly thinks I'm making stuff up and I don't know what I'm talking about. He makes out like I'm crying all the time over all this stuff. Well, actually what's happened is I've just been playing Shon for the last year, feeding him all this information as Zach Mackey, all of the goons. I've been telling them, I've been giving them, sent them a link to a fake Facebook profile of mine, and it's got all this personal information on, like where I work, where I live, what university I go to, and they've all fallen for it. Hook, line and sinker. I've got plenty of screenshots for it, but I'm not going to go through that in this video. I'm just going to show you exactly what Shon is basically saying. See, look, Shon's saying screen cap it, you lazy git, otherwise you look like a liar. See, I'm an Aspie apparently, but and he's also saying here, lol, you're mad. I'm not mad. This has all been planned by me. I've been doing it for ages. And the reason I'm doing it like this, and then I'm going to go on to the next. Oh, Derek Kent, that's me as well. The reason I'm doing it like this, Roy Gerbil, that's me. Roy Gerbil is a name that Shon used. I'm surprised he didn't pick up on it then, because Roy Gerbil is a name that I used as Zach once, and I used it here. I used it by mistake, and he didn't pick up on it. But the reason I'm doing it like this is so that you can see in context what's happened. So this is all the YouTube conversation that I've been having with him, and it's all in chronological order, pretty much. I mean, I know some of the threads started earlier than others, but each thread is in its own chronological order, and I want you to see what's been said here and how you can obviously see he doesn't know that I'm Zach. He doesn't know that I'm Zach, and we'll see near the bottom. Oh, by the way, we're going to get back to how he doesn't live with his mom and how he's got all this jobs and all this stuff. That I know isn't true. So yeah, it's quite long-winded, unfortunately. But like I say, just pause it as and when you need. Yeah, you know I don't live with my parents. If you did, you'd have proof of it by now. Well, I haven't got solid proof, but I've got pretty good indications that you do live with your parents. If you had actual proof, you would have made an ED page. Well, no, I wouldn't have made an ED page. I prefer to just make this here a video of you. I think that's more embarrassing, because if I put it on YouTube, people will see it. Yeah, the reason I'm putting everything in context, going back to that, is because there's a conversation between me and Danielle, and if you see the whole conversation, you'll see that actually there was nothing going on between me. She's trying to make out like I was trying to come on to her, but I really wasn't. Really wasn't. And some of the stuff she says on her Facebook page is pretty much the reasons why. But that's a different story. I haven't got any problem with her. I understand why she did it, but that's the reason that I'm putting it in context. Oh, I haven't got that one going. Do all 39 replies, I'll get that going. And these pick post pictures here, these were pictures I put up of one of the goons who I added as a friend. He added me as a friend on Facebook, actually, on one of my fake George Orridge accounts, and that's how I got all his personal pictures, and I uploaded them there. And since then, he's basically stopped posting. I don't even know if his profile is still active, actually. YouTube.com. Yeah, it is. Anyway, he's still on there. Yeah, look, and I put up these pictures of Chris saying, look at this ugly cunt, because they were saying things about me being ugly, which is probably true. I'm not the best looking guy in the world. And then I put, he's going, Matt, you've really let yourself go. And then the ball, that's definitely, I even said that's Chris Sweeney. And he's put, no, that's definitely Matt. I recognise that bald face from anywhere. I mean, most faces are bald if you shave. But yeah, he just starts insulting. And I said, ask if that's Shelley in the pictures, because I know his girlfriend's name. And he's disappeared since then. Here's me, look. You know you suck when you prune yourself, Matt. What king of troll are you? Well, I think this video kind of settles that I'm the notion that I'm actually a better troll than you. Sounds bitterly jealous. This is where here, better than working for Eddie Stobart. That's where he starts talking to me about thinking he's got this information on me. Well, that's a profile that I sent him through Facebook messages. I can't actually go on the Facebook messages at this very moment. I have to do it later in the video, and I'll explain why when I get there. Who's that? Your buddy? I think that's Danielle, and they're talking about me losing. Ironic. Oh yeah, hey, that's a point. He said he's got. I said prove it with screenshots about the PhD stuff, and here he says, how can I prove it with screenshots since you rage deleted it? But in these comments somewhere, he's talking about. It's at the top. I'm going to go back. Which set of comments is this? I have a pot of input on Chris, alright, but up at the top here, right up at the top, where is it? Ah, yeah. Yeah, when the screen comes about the conversation about the professor comments you said you had, I'll do it when I get home. Well, you already said you didn't have the meats. Oh dear. I think this is the right sort of place. Another lie picked up. How can I prove it with screen caps? There we go, that's where we were. He's full of shit. here's where I start talking about jacking off. I bet you jack off to these conversations. That's how important I am to you. Here we are. Look. Come on the internet camera, please. Yeah, that's a reference to Danielle. Here, I know that was you. You know I know that was you. This is where he starts trying to say he knew. So he knew after I started jacking off. That's another hint I gave him, and he then starts to figure it out. Dumbass. There we go. That's it. I'm going to make another video now of the Facebook conversation.